Hi everybody, welcome to the channel. Ron Rose PI, story from the case files. Today I thought I would tell a story. I was reminded yesterday when I was doing the video about the effects that PCP has on people and how much stronger they can get. And it's any officer out there knows what I'm talking about. If anybody's watching this, they know. Believe me, if they've dealt with somebody on PCP, they know what I'm talking about. So this was in the city when I was working campus police officer. It was my first law enforcement job. And we were working a football game at one high school, and we got a call, officers need help at another high school. So we go flying over there. And when we turn the corner and we're heading towards the high school, we can see it's total mayhem. Total mayhem. There's like 300 kids in the street. And what kids aren't fighting with each other? The other kids are trying to turn the bus over, and the bus is teetering. I mean, their side, they're actually getting the wheels off the ground. They're trying to tip it and try. They never did tip it all the way over, but they were trying. And as we slow down to join that melee, officer comes over the radio. Officer down, foot pursuit, suspects running. We're chasing them. So skip the bus, and around the back we go. And they're calling in their location. So we find them. We jump out of the car. Me and my partner jump out of the car, and we run to the backyard. And my first visual is they have one kid. He's spread eagle on the ground, one officer on each arm, one officer on each leg, and our biggest officer, 6'2", 320, he's laying on top of this kid. And they can't control him. They literally can't control this kid. Arm, leg, and full body on full body, and they cannot control him. And I just hear this big growl, this like, rah! And up comes the officer laying on top of him, 320 pounds, ping, straight up. It looked like he jumped on a trampoline face first and bounced back up. That's how fast he flew up. And the fight was on again. Now he's got 7, instead of 5, he's got 7 of us. And it took all 7 of us to get that kid into handcuffs. I'm telling you, that was like the e-ticket ride. Old folks know the e-ticket ride at Disneyland. That was the big ticket. You know, Disneyland doesn't do that anymore, but they used to have ticket books, and the e-ticket was the best rides. And that was an e-ticket ride. Man, that kid was, you got to give it to him. Got to hand it to him. He wasn't going down without a fight. So we finally get that kid into handcuffs. And the thing is, I was the smallest officer, and I weighed 165. I was the smallest out of all 7. That kid was 5'7", 125 pounds. 5'7", 125. And it took 7 of us, and it was not easy. And out of the 7, well, my partner and I got there after the first 5, but I think 3 out of the first 5 were really, really banged up. I mean, that kid got the best of him for sure. I guess it's not funny because, you know, whatever, but it was funny. It is funny. So we get him back to the office, and I'm the one sitting there with him while we're waiting because we're waiting for the deputies to come pick him up. They got to get him medically cleared, and and take him to jail. And they're out there dealing with the 300 kids in the riot and the bus and the whole bit. They must have had half the department out there. It was a mess. It was a mess. So he sits there for a long time. He sat there with just me and him in the office, and he's in handcuffs, and there's other officers. They're coming in and out and, you know, filling out paperwork and whatever. But I'm just sitting there next to him, and all of a sudden he just looks at me and he goes, "Say, man, when are you going to let me go home?" I couldn't believe it. I was like, "Are you kidding me? Are you serious?" "Yeah, really." He said, "Why am I wearing handcuffs, and when are you going to let me go home?" I looked at him. I couldn't believe it. I said, "Are you kidding me? Do you know how busted up you are?" No, I'm fine. I'm fine. After he got medically cleared, he had a broken ankle, a broken wrist, and broken ribs, and busted teeth. I mean, he was busted up. He and our officers, boy, did he probably broke his ankle and his wrist on them, because he really took them down. So anyway, I told him, "Say, man, you don't remember what just happened like 20 minutes ago?" No, man, we've been sitting here forever. I'm ready to go home. I said, man, you really don't know. You really don't remember. No, come on, man. You know me. Look, just let me go home. I don't even know why I'm in handcuffs. I was like, well, look, this is what happened. So I ran the whole thing down to him from what I saw, and he just sat there looking at me like he had no independent recollection of any of it whatsoever. Deputies come pick him up. They take him. They book him in the whole bit. But that's PCP. And he tested positive for PCP. And I'd never seen anything like it before then. I mean, after, I'd seen it lots after. But before then, that was my first experience with PCP. And the strength that kid had at 5'7", 125 was almost scary. It was, I mean, come on. Took on 7 officers, 7 to get him in handcuffs. So anyway, that's a real quick story. I just thought I'd share that. But, you know, if you like my stuff, I tell stories like this all the time. Some are happy, some are sad. But you know, if you like it, like and subscribe. And if you don't, hey, thanks for checking it out and giving me a shot. I really appreciate it. I just do what I do. So take care wherever you are in the world. Hopefully you and your family are healthy and safe. Take care. Thanks. Bye-bye.